Welcome to Lumberlogic's Masterclass on tree felling physics. Every single second in the forest, gravity, tension, and kinetic forces interact in subtle ways that can turn routine labor into a lethal trap. To master timber mechanics, you must learn to see beyond the bark. Inside every leaning trunk lies a complex network of compressed cells and stretched wood fibers, acting like a compressed steel spring. Today, Logger 01 will guide us through the fundamental laws of physics governing tree removal. We will break down dangerous forces, internal stresses, and professional techniques to maintain control. Understanding mass distribution is our first step. A mature pine tree can weigh several tons, with its center of gravity constantly shifting based on branch density, ground slope, and wind direction. Before making a single cut, you must calculate where the mass wants to fall naturally. Attempting to force a heavy trunk against its natural lean without mechanical advantage invites total disaster. When gravity pulls on a leaning tree, it divides the internal structure into two distinct zones. The lower side experiences extreme compression, while the upper side faces intense tensile stress. Compression forces smash wood cells tightly together like bricks in a wall, while tension stretches longitudinal fibers to their absolute limit. Recognizing these two forces saves logger lives. In this masterclass, we will cover 4 critical scenarios: severe tension traps, the deadly Barber Chair split, notch geometry mechanics, and advanced directional felling using the Dutch wedge. Equip your safety gear and study the vectors closely. By applying true engineering principles, Logger 01 shows us how to harness gravity rather than fighting blindly against violent physics. We begin our technical analysis with one of the most deceptively dangerous hazards in forestry, the spring pole. This occurs when a heavy fallen log pins a young, flexible sapling down to earth. To an untrained eye, it looks like a simple bent branch blocking a trail. But to a physicist, it represents a massive reservoir of stored elastic energy waiting for a single microscopic trigger. As the sapling bends deeper toward the soil, the outer curve undergoes severe elongation. The wood fibers stretch like heavy rubber bands, storing hundreds of foot-pounds of potential energy. Simultaneously, the inner curve buckles under intense crushing compression. The wood cells are smashed against each other, creating a mechanical equilibrium held together by sheer fiber strength. Watch what happens when Logger 01 approaches without evaluating internal stresses. He brings his chainsaw directly to the apex of the outer curve, attempting a straightforward top-down cut. As the sharp spinning chain severs the tensioned outer fibers, the equilibrium shatters in a millisecond. The remaining compressed wood explodes upward in an unguided, violent whip motion. The stored elastic potential energy transforms instantly into raw kinetic force. The heavy branch snaps upward like a catapult, striking Logger 01 with enough speed to shatter heavy safety armor. High-speed cameras capture the recoil velocity exceeding 80 miles per hour. Logger 01 is launched backward onto the forest floor before his nervous system can even register the impact shock. To disarm this mechanical trap safely, we must release the internal energy gradually rather than all at once. Logger 01 must systematically bleed off the compression side without snapping tension. Standing safely to the side out of the whip trajectory, Logger 01 begins making delicate shaving cuts along the inner blue compression curve, removing thin layers of crushed wood step by step. With each tiny shaving pass, the compressed wood cells collapse smoothly into the cut gap. This controlled collapse allows the stretched outer fibers to slowly relax their elastic strain. Notice how the sapling gradually uncurls and rises back toward the sky. The stored kinetic energy dissipates harmlessly into heat and wood dust, leaving Logger 01 in complete physical control. Remember this rule: never cut directly into the stretched tension side of a spring pole. Always shave the compression side to disarm stored elastic energy safely and systematically every time. We now transition to a far more terrifying structural failure: the Barber Chair. This catastrophic event occurs when a heavily leaning tree splits vertically down its core during a felling operation. When a tree possesses a severe forward lean, its massive canopy exerts a continuous bending moment on the base. The rear trunk fibers hold the entire weight under extreme tensile strain. Observe Logger 01 making a standard back cut straight from the rear. As the chainsaw cuts deeper, it severs the vital tension fibers holding the leaning weight of the upper trunk in place. Before Logger 01 can establish a proper holding hinge, the immense forward leverage causes the rear wood fibers to tear apart upward along the vertical grain of the trunk in a split second. The trunk snaps vertically in half like a giant wooden jaw. The upper section falls forward, while the heavy lower slab kicks backward off the stump like a loaded steel battering ram. The crushing force of a barber chair kickback is nearly impossible to survive. The slab strikes Logger 01 with thousands of pounds of kinetic energy, crushing equipment and clearing the zone. Let us examine the internal stress vectors using our three-dimensional X-ray simulation. Notice how tensile stress concentrates intensely along the vertical grain line just above the cut. The wood grain offers high resistance against horizontal forces, but possesses remarkably low shear strength along its vertical axis. Once a vertical split starts, it propagates uncontrollably. To prevent this deadly split, professional foresters abandon standard back cuts on leaning timber. Instead, Logger 01 demonstrates the master-level solution, the advanced bore cut technique. Logger 01 positions his saw on the side of the trunk and carefully plunges the spinning guide bar tip directly into the center of the wood, bypass cutting behind the intended front hinge. By carving out the internal core first, Logger 01 locks the precise dimensions of the holding hinge. Crucially, he leaves a thick strap of uncut wood at the absolute rear of the tree intact. This rear holding strap acts as an anchor bolt, bearing all the tensile stress safely, while the internal hinge stabilizes the rotational axis for a clean, predictable directional fall. Finally, Logger 01 steps back into his pre-planned escape route and cuts the rear holding strap at a downward angle. The anchor releases instantly, and the tree falls safely on target. The bore cut completely eliminates vertical shear risks. By securing the hinge before releasing the rear tension, you convert a deadly barber chair hazard into a controlled engineering feat. Controlling a tree's descent requires establishing an unbreakable pivot point known as the hinge. The geometry of your face notch determines exactly how long that hinge survives the fall. Many workers cut a traditional small notch angled at 45 degrees. While this notch seems adequate for straight trees, its narrow opening creates a severe structural vulnerability. Watch Logger 01 initiate a felling cut using this shallow 45-degree notch. As the tree rotates downward past 20 degrees, the top and bottom faces of the notch collide early. The moment those wood faces meet, the forward rotational momentum converts into a backward lever force. The wooden hinge snaps violently off the stump long before the canopy hits the ground. With the hinge destroyed midway through the arc, the tree loses all directional guidance. The heavy butt end bounces violently backward off the stump, threatening Logger 01's position. Let us analyze this collision physics in our side-by-side engineering comparison. On the left, the 45-degree notch closes prematurely, creating a destructive fulcrum at the stump. On the right side, Logger 01 cuts a modern 90-degree open-face notch. Notice how the wide mouth angle provides ample clearance for the tree to complete its full 90-degree arc. As the open-face tree falls, the wide gap prevents early wood-on-wood collision. The hinge stays fully intact and pliable, guiding the tree smoothly all the way down until it rests flat. An intact hinge acts like a heavy steel door hinge. It prevents the tree from twisting sideways in crosswinds and stops the dangerous backward jumping motion off the stump completely. Never underestimate the critical role of notch width. Cutting a wide open-face notch guarantees your hinge remains functional throughout the entire trajectory, keeping you out of danger. Felling a tree in the direction of its natural lean is straightforward. But what happens when obstacles, power lines, or terrain require you to drop a tree offside from its leaning axis? Attempting to force an off-center fall with a standard notch usually results in the tree twisting out of control, ripping the hinge apart and crashing directly toward its heavy lean. Logger 01 demonstrates a brilliant mechanical solution developed by master foresters, the Dutch wedge. This technique temporarily alters the tree's natural pivot point during rotation. First, Logger 01 cuts a clean, open-face notch perpendicular to the desired landing zone. However, because the tree leans 30 degrees to the left, gravity exerts a strong sideways pull. To counteract this lateral pull, Logger 01 inserts a solid plastic wedge directly into the corner of the face notch on the side of the natural lean, acting as an artificial stopper. As Logger 01 executes the back cut, the tree begins to tip forward. But as it rotates, the leaning side of the trunk contacts the inserted Dutch wedge first, halting that side's descent. The wedge acts as a secondary fulcrum, shifting the rotational axis diagonally. This forces the entire trunk to twist on its vertical center as it falls, pulling it toward the right. Vector diagrams reveal how the Dutch wedge redirects gravitational potential energy. The offset pivot point converts linear downward fall into a controlled rotational steering force. The tree twists safely away from its natural leftward lean, landing precisely on Logger 01's target line. Mechanical physics triumphs over raw gravitational pull through smart design. Even with flawless felling strategy, your equipment presents severe mechanical hazards if mishandled. We now turn our attention to the most dangerous tool in forestry, the chainsaw. High-performance chainsaws operate at speeds exceeding 14,000 revolutions per minute. At this velocity, the cutting chain moves at over 60 feet per second around the bar. The most critical safety concept every operator must memorize is the kickback zone. This hazard zone is located on the upper quadrant of the guide bar's curved nose tip. Watch Logger 01 accidentally touch an adjacent log with the upper quadrant tip of his guide bar. The high-speed chain cutters fail to bite cleanly into the curved wood surface. Instead of cutting smoothly, the individual chain teeth snag aggressively against the wood grain, halting the chain's forward travel around the bar nose in a fraction of a millisecond. Because the engine continues generating massive rotational torque, that kinetic energy must go somewhere. The rotational force transfers instantly into the guide bar and saw chassis. The entire chainsaw kicks violently upward and backward in an explosive rotational arc, launching the spinning cutter directly toward Logger 01's face with unstoppable force. Human reaction time averages 200 milliseconds, but kickback occurs in less than 50 milliseconds. You cannot physically react fast enough to block a rising chainsaw bar. That is why modern saws feature a mechanical chain brake lever positioned in front of the top handle. As the saw kicks back upward, Logger 01's left wrist strikes the guard forward. Striking the guard engages a heavy internal steel band brake around the clutch drum, stopping the spinning chain instantly before the guide bar tip can make contact with the operator. Always maintain a firm, two-handed grip with your left thumb wrapped securely around the front handlebar. Never cut above shoulder height, and keep the nose tip clear of hidden obstacles. Transporting heavy timber and machinery to job sites introduces another domain of intense physics: vehicle dynamics and trailer sway. Improper loading turns highway travel deadly. When loading a trailer, weight distribution relative to the trailer axle dictates system stability. Placing too much weight behind the rear axle creates a dangerous inverted pendulum. Watch Logger 01 tow a utility trailer loaded with heavy logs positioned near the rear bumper. As the towing SUV reaches 50 miles per hour, aerodynamic turbulence hits the sidewalls. Because there is insufficient tongue weight pushing down on the hitch ball, the trailer lacks rotational damping. Small steering inputs cause the rear heavy mass to swing outward. The trailer begins to sway rhythmically side to side. With every sway cycle, the lateral kinetic energy amplifies as the rear heavy mass acts like a swinging pendulum behind the car. The swaying trailer exerts massive sideways forces on the towing vehicle's rear tires, overcoming their lateral rubber grip. The car spins wildly out of control across all highway lanes. High-speed vector simulations confirm that 60% of total cargo weight must sit in front of the trailer axle. This secures proper tongue weight and keeps the system stable. Proper tongue weight acts as a stabilizing anchor, forcing the trailer to naturally self-center behind the vehicle rather than amplifying dangerous side-to-side pendulum oscillations. Securing heavy equipment requires understanding how industrial fasteners handle stress. Bolts and shackles are engineered for specific force orientations, not arbitrary pulling angles. When Logger 01 pulls a heavy load straight along a bolt's longitudinal axis, the fastener experiences tensile stress. Internal metallic crystalline grains absorb the force evenly. However, placing a bolt between two sliding steel plates subjects it to shear stress. Opposing lateral forces slice across the bolt's cross-sectional area like a massive pair of shears. Standard steel bolts can fail under shear stress at a fraction of their rated tensile capacity. The sharp sliding edges create microscopic stress cracks that propagate rapidly across the metal. Always ensure your rigging hardware aligns with primary force vectors. Use shoulder bolts or dedicated shear pins designed specifically to absorb lateral sliding loads without snapping. Another common rigging hazard involves cable snapback. When a steel winch cable under tension snaps, it releases massive amounts of stored elastic potential energy in a split second. The severed cable whips through the air at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour in an unpredictable S-curve trajectory, easily cutting through obstacles in its snapback zone. Logger 01 stays safe by standing outside the designated danger zone and using a heavy rubber damper blanket over the winch line to absorb recoil kinetic energy if a cable ever severs. We have journeyed through the complex physical forces governing tree felling, workshop safety, and heavy transportation. Let us review the fundamental golden rules with Logger 01. Rule number 1, always evaluate internal wood stress before cutting. Identify compression and tension zones to avoid triggering explosive spring poles or deadly barber chair splits. Rule number 2, never cut straight through the back of a leaning tree. Always utilize the bore cut technique to lock your holding hinge safely before releasing the rear holding strap. Rule number 3, cut wide 90-degree open-face notches. Give your wooden hinge maximum rotational clearance so it guides the tree flat to the ground without snapping prematurely. Rule number 4, respect the kickback zone on your chainsaw bar tip. Maintain a firm two-handed grip, test your chain brake regularly, and never cut with the upper nose quadrant. Rule number 5, distribute trailer cargo with 60% of weight forward of the axle to maintain tongue weight and prevent catastrophic highway pendulum sway at cruising speeds. Physics does not grant second chances, nor does it care about experience. Gravity, momentum, and stress vectors operate with mathematical precision every single time you enter the field. By replacing guesswork with scientific engineering principles, you transform dangerous field operations into predictable, repeatable, and completely safe procedures for your team. Master Logger 01's techniques by studying force vectors on every job site. Take time to plan escape routes, calculate center of gravity, and inspect your safety equipment thoroughly. If you found this engineering masterclass valuable, hit the like button and share this video with fellow foresters, woodworkers, and builders who value safety and physics principles. Subscribe to Lumber Logic for more deep dives into structural mechanics, industrial safety simulations, and technical field guides designed to keep you informed and protected. Leave a comment below telling us which physics concept surprised you most, or suggest a safety scenario you would like Logger 01 to test in our next three-dimensional simulation. Thank you for watching Lumber Logic. Work smart, respect the laws of physics, stay clear of danger zones, and we will see you in the next Engineering Masterclass episode. Stay safe.